internally, locally, military-wise, and otherwise. Now, I am asking now, is this how you are fighting Nigerian terrorists? Is this how you are fighting Nigeria? By promising your foolish citizens that you have organized flight to carry them to Nigeria because you have already restored Biafra. And you're taking them to Nigeria, you're not taking them to Biafra. So you have already restored Biafra, but yet you don't have a bank of Biafra. You don't have a military base of Biafra to say that you are in control of your base. You don't have governors and ministers and senators that are in charge of your Biafra land. You don't have Biafra House. You don't have the federal capital of Biafra so that you know that this is where your ministers and your governors are going to stay to continue to be talking Biafra. But you are taking your foolish citizens that are following you to Nigeria. You're not taking them to Biafra. You're taking them to Nigeria. Up to now, your flight that you arranged for them are not yet ready. This was since April 24. April 24 of 2025. Up till today, your flight never ready. Today now, you change tactics. This is the next tactics that you are giving your Mumu followers. This is the next tactics. You now launch a new group for them. You launch a new uniform for them and they start doing like taekwondo. Look at the people that you're launching now. This is 29 of November. This is your new trend. Is this how you have fought for Biafra since after the declaration of December? Is this how you have fought for Biafra? Is this how you have fought Nigeria diplomatically? Is this how you have fought Nigeria politically? Is this how you are having meeting with the US senators to put Biafra on the table? Is this how you are discussing Biafra with the US lawmakers? Is this how you are discussing your own Biafra with Senator Ted Cruz? Are these your Senator Ted Cruz? Are these your own Senator Ted Cruz? Are these your own Speaker of America that APM is having meeting with? Are these your own Senator Ted Cruz? Are these your own lawmakers of America? Ngozi Orabugburu Fulani. Are these your own? Oh my God. Are these your own? Are these your own? Hello, Mero. Those that are following you, I don't know the kind of brain they use to damage them. Because somebody had to use another brain to damage the brains of your followers. Yes. Please, let me play again the video of
I'm repeating.
Let me play again the video of
Check this.
Let me play again the video.
Yes.
I want to play again the video of whistle blowing. I want everybody to hear the whistle blowing again. Please, hear the whistle blowing again.
We've already placed order for over 5 million survival whistles from a specialized company to deliver it to all the 40 states in Biafra land. All the Biafra citizens are going to be going out to their daily work every single day carrying the Biafra survival whistle. The Biafra survival whistle is mostly for two things: to stop the killing of innocent Biafrans by the terrorist state of Nigerian military, police, security, Ebubago, and all their likes in Biafra land. Secondly, to ensure that these terrorists, they leave Biafra land. The survival whistle will be shared out to all Biafrans free of charge. You will carry that whistle once you're leaving your house. It will be like your card when you're going to work or when you're going to open your store. The key you use to open your store, that is what the survival whistle. You can never forget it once you're stepping out from your house. Because the Nigeria police and army, they will arrest you, they will kill you, and they will harvest your organs. That is what they've been doing. You must carry the survival whistle out anywhere you are going. Every single Biafran indigenous citizen, you will carry those whistles when you are leaving your house. Anywhere you see the Nigerian military, police, security, Ebubago, any of them, we've already placed order for over 5 million survival.
I believe you have been able to see the level of the madness of how they were able to, or how they have been able to fight for Biafra and to fight Nigeria after the declaration of the convention. This is how they thought they could do it.
Anything, right? Would they go to CRC? Exist? Nobody knows if they exist.
It's another group. Oh.
The only one person in the Kuroku Ajere put a Gossia somebody by on that pool.
This is another group.
Nothing to offer.
This is another group.
So they have no any other option than to stick there. No option whatsoever. Obukwana Famaro, what it takes to fight for freedom, because MNK and Obato BMP gave everybody anya. Anything.
This is another group, oh, because they have created themselves into different factions. And the sole aim of all this madness is to see that they destroy Biafra.
From here, good evening from my side.
Now, you will be wondering, what has a accountability group done? After you saw their Ajare telling you Elias should stop fighting for Biafra, that he cannot get Biafra. Honorable Guru Fulani also said you can't get Biafra, stop fighting for Biafra. Some of you did not know. Come and listen. This is how they block the BRGIA website, the former website. They blocked the website for over 4 months. They say they don't want to see money coming in or going out, because Sonny and APM has refused them to take control, because they want to control accounts. They want to control BDF. They want to control the lawmakers in America. They want to be the one to go and see Senator Ted Cruz. They want to be the one to go and see the Speaker of America. They want to be the one to go and see Congressman James. They want to be the one to go and see Senator Ambassador Tibu Nash. They want to be the one to go and see Brian Marks. They want to be the one to go and see all the senators and lawmakers that APM is meeting on a daily basis with our lobbyists and attorney. Because we said no, they said they will block the website. Because Azubike had happened to be the website manager. Azubike said he's going to block the website and work with them so that we will not see any money to fight for Biafra again. So that we will not see any money to support the lobbies, to fight the diplomatic work, to fight the political, to fight the diplomatic, to fight the defense, to fight the local, to fight anything for Biafra. They say they have to use their personal ego and hatred to block the website. They don't care whether Biafra Defense Forces are fighting with their blood. They don't care whether the lobbies are fighting for us diplomatically and politically and internationally. They don't care whether we are also paying bills to our PM in Finland from the same fundraising that you're doing. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care whether you are keeping the bills of our PM up. They block the website. They don't want to know. They block everything. They block so that we will all get stopped. Did you see Bryson? This is Bryson that was reading the declaration document in the convention. Let me go back there so that you see his face very well. So that some of you will see how you all played important roles in the declaration of Biafra, but you now later became people that were used to destroy. Look at the screen. Can you see Bryson? That is Bryson. That was the one reading the declaration document in Finland on the 2nd of December. But today, what is Bryson doing? Bryson was part and parcel of the people and is part and parcel of the people that decided to block the website of the government of Biafra. This is the result card. This is the report card of what you can see from when PM said, after the declaration on the 2nd of December, we are going to go into a very long fight. We are going to fight diplomatically against Nigeria. We are going to fight politically against Nigeria. We are going to fight internationally against Nigeria. We are going to fight locally against Nigeria. We are going to fight military-wise against Nigeria. The war will take long, but we will continue to fight. It may take us many years. We will continue to fight until we get the freedom achieved. But when they came back from convention, they turned the barrel of gun from Nigeria to BRGIE. They turned the barrel of gun from Nigeria to our finance. They turned the barrel of gun from Nigeria to our lobbies. They turned the barrel of gun from Nigeria to where? BDF. They decided to block the website so that you will not have any fund coming in. Biafrans cannot donate. They divided the house into three. Orabuburu Fulani go one side. Them, they go one side. They block the account. They came up and announced and say they are blocking the website, they are taking over. They say they are placing vote of no confidence on Sonny and APM. They use the UK rep. They use the entire people in Europe and say they should stand and cast their vote and say that they are taking control of the website because they want to block the website for the next 3 months, the next 4 months, so that no Biafran will be able to make donation to come in or go out. Listen to them how they did it.
Here is already, of course, we are in, majority are in Europe here, so you know the time. So, and our brothers and sisters in other parts of the world, I greet all of you. Thank you very much for this short period of time to say hello to Europeans, mostly Europeans, and address one or two things. It's a kind of, first of all, the first one is an apology to European Red and all the European members. And for you, we received the letter, the complaint you sent to us, to both CRC and the BAC, the Advisory Council. But due to time constraints, we have been very busy. I know all of you know that we just came back from, and some of us came back from Finland just 2 days ago. So, and that letter was sent, I think, the period we are living for Finland. So we didn't have up to now, I've not read that letter, I don't know the content. I just saw it, I just took it, but I didn't read it because of time. And our General Secretary, the same thing, she hasn't read it, she has not, opened it even because she's very busy, we're all busy. And then we got the information that, of course, we understand everybody. When you are complaining, if you send something and there is not even acknowledgement letter, of course, nobody will be happy. So I apologize on behalf of CRC and on behalf of and so for that delay. We will work on that, of course. We are not, it's not that we are ignoring the letter, not at all. We will do that. It's not the way we operate. It's just a matter of time. Give us time, please. We will address it and we will respond to you. It's not an oversight that we did not respond. It's just a matter of time. We didn't have the time. So please forgive us for that delay. You will still hear from us. The second part of what we would like to present to you, the account issue that has been discussed over and over and over and over. And the advisory council has been working on that. And today we have a good news for Biafrans and for all of you here. First of all, our webmaster is here with us, Honorable Azu. He will give you people more information about the new account.
Norma, put yourself on mute.
Okay, so sorry for that interruption. Our webmaster, who is Honorable Azu, is here to talk to us, and he will give you people more information about our new account and how we are going to make use of it. So, our Honorable Azu, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Over to you. The mic is in your table. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Okay. So I greet all Biafrans in Europe. I hope everyone can hear me okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Well done, are you recording your meeting? Because I can't see it. Go ahead, Honorable Azu.
No, I'm not recording. Should I record it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Please.
Thank you.
This meeting is being
Thank you for
recorded.
the reminder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So my just brief message is that we all know how things have developed in since December in Finland. With Ngozi and her group, we took some emergency steps to address the leadership vacuum, and we elected our APN, which those are the emergency steps we took at that time, and we believe it served its purpose, and now BAC has resolved that the government needs to transition to more normal operations. And one major feature of normal operations is having a clear separation between the executive and finance. And so the steps that BAC has taken today is the changing of the bank account to which our websites and contribution platforms are linked. So at this stage, Biafrans will be able to go and contribute on the websites the way that they normally do, and it will be, it will go to an account that's managed by the advisory council. So that is the update that we have, and I don't know if anyone has any questions on that, but that's the decision that we made today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Azu. And thank you for all.
And I want to mention that there is someone here that does not belong here. I saw their camera just a few minutes ago, and I just hope that the hosts are taking steps to remove anyone that does not belong here. If someone does not, the only people that should be able to unmute and to share their screen should be the host. This person named Alex, I don't know who he is. I don't know which country he's in. But there's someone here that does not belong to you.
Is it? I think it's Alex from Israel.
Alex from Israel.
Okay. So it's not
Three.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I think Bam 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 is here.
Boris.
I believe he can with
Give me attention, sir.
yeah. No. You know what we were talking about intruders. We are talking about intruders. For you to be careful, you and Honorable Abi. I think that's what Honorable Brazu was trying to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable
Thank you,
Brazu.
Honorable.
I don't know if there is any question. I mean, the account, I think it's clear he made it, he said it all. Or do we have any question for him? Since he's here now, he can address it right away.
I have one hand up.
Okay.
Engineer Nani, Honorable. Yeah,
good evening, all.
Please, we need to know that this meeting shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. So that
just this question and then that's it. Hey, people are ready
good evening, all.
because it's important if they have issues. Go ahead, please, quickly.
My question is pertaining the new account changed anyway, and because we're making payments, it might be tomorrow or today. The procedure we're using the government account and tax, is it the same procedure? Will it link us to the new account?
Yes.
We can go.
Go ahead,
We don't have to
Brazu.
worry much about it. If not, can we have a physical account detail of that new account so we can use it as soon as possible? Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that question, Engineer. And the answer is that everything is the same. You go to the same websites that you've gone to, which is IPOB and USA.org or BiafraRepublic.gov.org, and make your contributions there. There are also PayPal buttons. The PayPal buttons have been updated. The IOU page has been updated. So at this point, anyone can go to our website and contribute the way that they always have been doing.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just one more. Mwamba.
Yeah, good evening, honorables. Yes, it's just, let me say, it's a suggestion. It is very strange, and our brother that spoke to us, his video cannot be seen. We should be able to see his video while he was addressing the family. Thank you.
We know him.
Thank you.
Okay, well, no, it's okay. It's okay, because I don't have anything to hide. Let me...
He teaches us every weekend.
Tell yourself, Azu. Before you do, Van, please remove Stephen.
He's a fine man, by the way, so he has nothing to hide.
You say I should remove Stephen?
Yes. He's a white dude that's trying to disrupt what we're doing. I've removed him now. Thank you.
Okay. Honorable Bamba it's spotlight us so that we can move on. So again, spotlight him, please.
Who should be spotlight?
They want to see his face. They want to see his face.
Strangely, I don't know what's going on.
Come outside. You're upside down. We see you.
Your camera.
Is that
yeah. Well, let me just turn my computer.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I think it is the setting that it needs to do something.
Yeah. You clicked that place by accident. I've had that before.
There we go. Okay, so I hope everyone can see me.
We can see you.
If you go to the government website, go to the personnel page and search Azubike. I'm there. I've been there since 2023.
Thank
you. Yeah, we know. We trust you.
Every Saturday.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you,
Because Honorable one more thing so we can leave.
Okay. Because Sunday, just make it one second, okay? 1 minute. Sunday,
Okay, good evening, everyone. Yeah, my name is Sunday. Livingston. Yeah, I'm not clear about the new change in this thing, so I want you people to like me more so that because again I'm not clear. In short, I'm not clear about the new change of the account.
Please, I'll make it short because so that we can continue. Yeah. There is no change in the method of payment. He said it over and over. Let me repeat himself now. There is no change. The method of payment remains the same. Go to the website, click anyone you want to pay. The one you used to pay before, click it, do the same thing. The rest, it will go to the new account. Because thank you very much. There is no changes for all of us. No changes at all.
Okay. And
So
if you have further questions as well, you can also contact your rep and they should elaborate on that. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, we can go. There are so many in the waiting room so that you can handle that.
That's why. You have to join. You have to, when you want to join the game, allow you to help you.
You have so many people in your waiting room.
Okay.
Because if they have approved you.
Okay. Are we good here? There's one more person with his hand. Maybe you take one last question.
Okay. John, why Bam is getting ready? John, unmute him. Please, somebody unmute. Okay.
It's John Ebo, not Abo. Sorry. Good evening. Yes. Good evening, everyone.
I'm sorry about that.
I just wanna ask you a quick question. Anybody that's asked direct debit, does he have to make an update, or he just leave it to go into the new account? Thank you.
No, your subscriptions are fine. There's nothing that you need to do. Everything has been done.
Okay then. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, dear friends.
Thank you, dear friends. Another question to be answered later.
Yes. Thank you very much.
So there will be follow-up meetings.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you back. Thank you, CRC.
So we can end then.
Yes.
No, I have this. Thank you very much. I may come back, but at the moment. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
From here, good evening from
So
my
you
side.
have all listened now,
It's already.
and you heard how this group decided to block the website so that you cannot make donations. Did you get the point now? This has been the achievement that they had since after 2nd December declaration. Somebody will ask, what have you done after the 2nd December declaration? PM had informed you people that after then you have to fight a very long war. It is not that after 2nd December you say Biafra is here, you have declared Biafra, you have restored Biafra. No. The terrorists will continue to exist in your lands, but you will continue to fight gradually to legitimize them. You will continue to remove them every day. You are going to fight politically, diplomatically, internationally, in the homeland, military-wise and otherwise. The question is, how or what have you done and how have you fought the diplomatic work internationally and otherwise since after 2nd December? These people have just displayed to you how they have done their fight. Their own fight has been against the website where you all make donations. Their own fight has been against BRGI. Their own fight has been against the lobbies. Their own fight has been against every template that you bring on the table. That is what their fight has been. Their fight has not been the one Nigeria terrorism. They turned the radar on BRGI. They turned the radar on the account and the website. They turned their radar against the lobbies. They turned their radar against everything that has to do with BRGI. You saw them hitting their head on the shoulders and say, Elias, go and sit down. You cannot get Biafra. Go and sit down. Go and sit down. You cannot get Biafra. Elias, go and sit down. You cannot get Biafra. Then you ask them, is that what you're supposed to fight for? Now, when you ask BRGIE, what have you done since after the convention? BRGIE has handful of what to show to you. Handful of what to show to you, and this is one of it. Handful.
One of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. When former Secretary of State Antony Blinken went to Nigeria and he met with the late Muhammadu Buhari, and he removed Nigeria from the religious freedom watch list, that was wishful thinking. It didn't make Nigeria a better place. It didn't stop the killings in Biafra. It didn't stop the killings elsewhere in Nigeria. All it did was signal to the Nigerian government that they could quite literally get away with murder. Wishful thinking has consequence. The United States also needs not to believe its own spin and not to try to force, cynically use the Biafran issue to advance its other causes. So, for example, I don't know how many times I've talked to people who are partial to the Nigerian government in the United States and will accept the Nigerian lies. And they will say that what we see happening in the Southeast has nothing to do with religious hatred, with religious intolerance on the part of the Nigerian government. It's all about climate change. Let me tell you this, and I've actually said this to the State Department. Climate change does not charter buses in order to ship Fulani militiamen into Biafra to kill Christians. That's not China. That's not climate change. That's ethnic cleansing. That's religious hatred. That's sectarian cleansing. American wishful thinking isn't polite. It doesn't make diplomacy easier. It simply gets people killed. And this is also why it's so important for the Biafran people to rise up and not only work to establish their freedom in Biafra, to reestablish their country. It's also important for them to educate Americans. Now, as many of you know, my background and what I did when I worked at the Pentagon actually focused much more in Middle East history. That's what my PhD is in, and so forth. And having worked for more than 2 decades on issues that have some parallels, let me say this, and this may be controversial to say. Nigeria can't always be the enemy. And the reason I say this is, while Biafra must be free, there can be no compromise on it. At the same time, an independent Biafra is only going to thrive when Nigeria, its neighbor, is at peace with itself and with its neighbors. The fact of the matter is, the Biafrans are an engine of democracy. They will economic capital of Nigeria when they were under Nigerian occupation. But at the same time, they have a role not only to win freedom by Africans, but that freedom is only going to be confirmed when Nigerians also win their freedom, when corruption no longer governs Nigeria, and when the Nigerian military and Nigerian politicians don't cynically use religion in order to advance their own Swiss bank accounts. This is important, and this is a conversation, for example. It's understandable that you focus on Biafra, but this is an example which I've had conversations in the past with Iraqi presidents, and Prime Minister feel good.
Now, have you seen what BRGIA have done so far after the 2nd December? Have you seen? And when you listen to Michael Rubin speak here in the BRGIA Biafra US Congressional Briefing, he echoed the same thing, that BRGIA have to continue to engage the international community diplomatically and politically. That you have to continue to engage the US lawmakers. Exactly what your PM said. Exactly what your PM said when he said, after the 2nd of December, we will continue to fight Nigeria politically, diplomatically, internationally, locally, military-wise, and otherwise. But the rest of those monkeys, they decided to make BRGIA their fight. They decided to make the lobbyists their fight. They decided to make the attorney their fight. They decided to make BDF their fight. But here is a landmark event. First in history, U.S. Biafra Congressional Briefing in Washington, D.C., inside the White House, the Hilton Hill. Nigerian government were crying so hard to stop this congressional briefing. They tried so hard to stop this congressional briefing, but they could not succeed. Even Honorable Buru Fulani fought also to stop the congressional briefing, and then we look at that, we see, oh, look at this monkey will not even give voice. Inside this congressional briefing, you had Michael Rubin speaking specifically about the Christian genocide. He was talking about the genocide, educating you about the genocide.
Is to promote American interests as a U.S. ambassador. And one of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. When former Secretary of State Antony Blinken went to Nigeria and he met with the late Muhammadu Buhari, and he removed why religious freedom should be such a top priority, is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. And one of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. When former Secretary of State, and one of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet.
The top priority of America should be religious freedom. religious freedom. So this was a message that our top priority that we should use to present our case to the US government should be on religious freedom circle. Religious freedom, Christian persecution, Christian genocide. You see, it is a very top priority to the American government. When you put it on the table and you're climbing on it, it is yielding fruit. So you can hear where the Christian persecution, the discussion started. We established a case in the US congressional briefing on Biafra. The top priority that we put on the table is the religious freedom, the Christian genocide, the persecution of Christians. So get the message well, if you did not get it. For those of you that did not know what we were preaching here and what was happening here, we were passing message in a diplomatic way to the US government.
Uses of religious freedom, so be it. It may mean you're not going to get invited as the ambassador to this reception or that state dinner. Well, that's the price of being an ambassador and being truthful. Your job isn't to make a dictator feel good. It's to promote American interests as a U.S. ambassador. And one of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. As a U.S. ambassador. And one of the top American interests is religious freedom.
One of the top American interests is religious freedom. The message is delivered. One of the top interests as a priority to the US government should be religious freedom, Christian persecution. So, the Biafran government in exile were here. They established the case. They continued to engage the lawmakers. And then the fire continued to spark. And all of you were like, oh, how did it happen? You can hear the religious freedom where we started putting the message here. We tabled it very well. And Michael Rubin were encouraging us and telling us, you have to continue to go on that path. Yes. You have to preach based on that path. Because it is a top priority to the American government. They have to follow on that path because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a victim of religious persecution, is a victim of religious freedom, is a victim of Christian genocide. So all Biafrans are Christians. And all those that are persecuted and massacred and the genocide carried out on them, they are what? Christians. So we are going on the priority, the top priority of America, which is the Christian genocide, the religious freedom, the religious persecution. Some of you listen to this congressional briefing, but you don't take time to be picking point by point. Everything that the US government are doing to Nigeria today, they were extracted from this congressional testimony and briefing that we gave here. This is where we establish it and leave it for them as testimony, and then they took it up from there. So I am asking those that claim they are fighting for Biafra, how have you engaged, how have you fought Nigeria internationally, diplomatically and politically and otherwise since after the declaration of 2nd December? Because tomorrow is 2nd December. Tomorrow is 2nd December. After 2nd December does not mean that you have restored Biafra. After 2nd of December does not mean that you have gotten Biafra. It does not mean that there will be no more checkpoint. Does not mean that there will be no more terrorists in Biafra land. It does not mean that Nigerian terrorists will evacuate Biafra land with immediate effect. It does not mean that the governors of Nigeria, the senators and ministers will not continue to exist. They will exist, but you will continue to fight a very long war. You will fight them and engage them gradually. It will take us long. It doesn't matter how long it takes us, but you will continue until you remove all of them. After 2nd of December, you will continue to see the terrorists. You will continue to see Nigerian existence. You continue to see the ministers and the senators. You continue to see the structure of one Nigeria. Don't get it twisted that after 2nd of December, you have gotten Biafra. No. You have just done a formal declaration of war. You have taken a stand, made a formal declaration that you are ready and you are going to fight Nigeria diplomatically, politically, internationally, locally, military-wise, and otherwise. The question is, how have you been fighting Nigeria since after 2nd of December of 2024? That is what you should ask yourself. Have you been fighting them? So tomorrow, you are not celebrating independence of Biafra tomorrow. Listen very well. Because you have not restored Biafra yet. No, you have not restored Biafra. What you did was a formal declaration. You have to go into action to now restore fully in action, so that the action will now speak louder than words. What you did was word pronouncement. What you did was formal declaration with paper, using the vote of over 50 million Biafrans. Then going forward, what do you have to do? You have to go into war. You have to fight the war diplomatically, politically, mentally, and otherwise, locally, military-wise, physically, with everything you have. How have you been fighting the war since after 2nd of December of 2024? It's a very simple question. If you have fought the war and you have reclaimed one part of Biafra land, let me see your hand up. If you have fought the war and you have sent the police, the terrorists, and the army and one Nigerian structures, the governors and ministers and senators, if there are no more singing one Nigeria in Biafra land, let me see your hand up. So you are on the verge of fighting to get Nigeria terrorists exit Biafra land. So don't start celebrating Biafra independence yet, because you have not gotten the full independence. You made a declaration and you are to go back and fight for the full restoration of it. That is why I asked the question in this very program. What you should do after the 2nd December declaration. What are your results and what have you done so far? So, it's time, if you have not been fighting, stop being carried away by drama. All this group that you see, all these splinter groups, or Abu Fulani, an accountability group of Emma and Ajare and Choma, they are just to fight you and to distract you. Do you know how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu described them? He described them as Hausa group. Yeah, he described them as Hausa Fulani group that brought them up to come and distract you. That is how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu described them. But wake up and ask yourself how you have fought diplomatically and politically since after the 2nd December declaration. Ask yourself that question. How have I fought diplomatically and politically? What have I done? When you go to the US, when you go to the BRGI website, you will see all the evidences of their work there. The one on the screen is part of it. I was asking what the other groups have done before, and you were unable to show me anything. But on this very website here, you can see many things that you want to see. Anything you want to see here, you will see. All the diplomatic engagements, you will see. These are after the convention. Oh. This is after the convention. This is not before the convention. What you see on the screen here now is after the convention. Can the Honorable Fulani group show you anything like this? A political and diplomatic and international fight that they have fought Nigeria in Washington, D.C. Can you see any? Can you show me any? This is Senator Ted Cruz. This is the Speaker of America. This is Brian Marks, the chairman of the House of Foreign Affairs. Can you see? These are meetings of this 2025. When you now start looking at this is when the discussion started of the designation of Nigeria as country of particular concern. This is 2025, after the convention. This meeting you see here, this one, this is 2025, after the convention. I want to ask you, what has Orabuburu Fulani done for you? What have you seen as their template since after the convention? What have you seen a MA accountability group done for you since after the convention? How are they fighting their diplomatic fight and their political fight? How are they fighting the One Nigeria terrorist fight? When you come to the homepage here, what you see here is what happened here in 2025 after the convention. After this congressional briefing, then Senator Ted Cruz launched this legislation act against Nigeria of designating Nigeria as country of particular concern. I am asking what accountability group and Honorable Fulani group have done. This congressional testimony was also submitted here in this 2025 after convention. About when? This was in July. This was when the U.S. Congress published it on their official website. July of 2025. And in this congressional testimony, what is it asking of? This congressional testimony is asking of the sanction on Nigeria, asking of sanction on Finland, asking for the release of our Prime Minister, asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, asking for the recognition of Biafra, asking for more sanctions to be placed on Finland and Nigeria, and also offering terms of understanding for political support to the U.S. government. This is what BRGI are doing. This is how they are engaging. This is how they continue to have diplomatic and political talks with America against Nigeria. This is how the arms sales to Nigeria was paused. How many of you remember when the news about Nigeria purchasing arms from Nigeria came about? Then BRGIE, the APM, made with senior officials of the U.S. government. And this publication came out. Pause arms sales to Nigeria. BRGIE rallies U.S. lawmakers in Washington, D.C. for Biafra recognition. Then BRGIE, in talks with the U.S. government over deal, makes offer public. What have you not seen that BRGIE under Okengere have done? The message was, after the declaration, you have to continue to fight Nigeria politically, diplomatically, internationally, in the homeland, military-wise, physically and otherwise. I am asking a question. Have you seen what Honorable Fulani have done politically, diplomatically? Have you seen what she has done in military-wise in the homeland? Have you seen what she has done internationally? Have you seen what Emma Accountability Group and Nigeria Redem and Choma have done with all their professorship that they have and their doctorate degree? What have they done? Nothing. But you see, BRJ under Okenkere. Okenkere, you people say is a mechanic. You see, the man that you people say is a mechanic is actually the man that have access to Washington, D.C. to talk to lawmakers, to engage them. But professors and doctors become blind and foolish. They don't have the ways and manners to penetrate the US government. You see, this life, balance. So that means it is not all about professor. It is not all about doctor. It is not all about the certificate you have. It's about the connection. It's about knowing the right buttons to press. It's about using the right tools to do the right maintenance on the engine. It's about using the right screwdriver to lose a particular screw that needs to be loose. It's about using the right spanner to lose the right nut and bolt that is needed to be adjusted for the car to start. It's about knowing the right plug, the spark plug that you need to put inside the engine so that the engine will spark. It's about knowing the right button to press so that the engine and the ship will spark. Not that everybody have tried to spark the engine. Nobody can, because none of them knows the right key to use. None of them knows the right button to press. But the person that knows the right button to press, it doesn't make too much of noise. He just come, he carried the right key from his pocket and put inside the right place, turn the engine. You start hearing the machine don't start. So I am asking them to show me what they have done since after 2nd December, how they have fought diplomatically, how they are fighting Nigeria internationally, how they are fighting Nigeria politically, how they are fighting military-wise, how they are fighting in the homeland, how they are securing anything in the homeland, where they are in control of and what they have achieved so far. The BDF are standing check back, and they are loyal to this very BRGIE. They are doing their work very well with the little that you all are able to afford. And thanks to God, today, the wave of event has actually opened the eyes of everybody. The work is being made easy for BDF because everybody now come to understand that this terrorist is not all about BDF. It's not all about Biafra. It's about everybody. So every 40 state of Biafra land, you have to wake up, find a way that you will defend yourself. Yes, because we are already short of resources to be able to take care of everything because of all the sabotage of these splinter groups. So you all have to wake up to come and join and support. You all have to wake up, go into your trenches, wake up and get your weapons, wake up and get your tools so that you can defend yourself, because the terrorists have spiraled from Calabar, Oron, Uyo, coming down to Anambra, Abia, and they are coming. While we are blocking them in Enugu and Imo, they are now trying to enter from the other side and they are coming. So if you are sleeping, they will cut your babies in your sleep. It's better you wake up. The announcement that you got, oh, they invaded Ibekwara in a Cross River. They invaded Oron in Akwa Ibom. It is just the beginning. So all of you need to wake up. When they try to invade the River State, the youth of Rivers cut them to pieces. You, what are you doing in your own closet, in your own surrounding? It is time you wake up. Wake up to face the needful. Don't be distracted, though, because the terrorists are coming. They are not coming to live with you. They are coming to eliminate you and take over your lands. That is the sole aim. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did say, the terrorists that are worse more than Boko Haram are coming. Yes. Terrorists that are worse more than Boko Haram are coming. And when they come, their plan is to eliminate you, take over your lands, rape your women and children, and cut off all heads. And their oligarchies will sponsor them and protect them and give them all the protection that they need, because their sole aim and objective is not to come and see you. No, rather, but to destroy you and to take over your lands. to wake up everyone. Tomorrow, all of you should make sure Biafra Defense Forces videos circulate all over the social media. These are the men and women that you have to celebrate tomorrow. You have to celebrate them for what? For their gallantry. Yes. You have to celebrate them for what they have done, for how they have defended Biafra land, for how they have not allowed your babies, women, and children to now become part and parcel of the IDP camps. You have to make sure this video of BDF, everywhere you have them and know them, bring them all out, circulate them all over the social media. This should be your celebration tomorrow. This is how you remember and sing the praises of the men and women that are actually protecting your land. These are the men and women that are in the trenches as we speak. These are the men and women that are not asleep. It is not time for you to come and celebrate Sonny or celebrate Okenkere. No, our APM. Or even celebrate our PM this time. No. The men that you have to celebrate are these men that are taking the bullet. These are the men and women that you have to celebrate tomorrow if you have anything to celebrate. They are the people that will protect and defend Biafra land and to keep it away from the terrorists. They are the people that will fight in the trenches. They are the people that will make sure your babies, women, and children are not taken as refuge. They are the people that will make sure over 300 of you are not kidnapped in your schools. They are the people that protect and keep you. Without Biafra Defense Forces, you are nothing. Without Biafra Defense Forces, there is no Biafra. Without the military of a country, you are nothing. So it's time everybody wake up to understand this. That your hopes are only embedded in Biafra. And where you have to make it happen is in your BDF. I'll be posting out many more videos from BDF. Whichever way that you know how to do the videos and to put it in a very good way, please do it. Beautify it the more and let the world see and know that these are the men and women that have sacrificed for you to have Biafra. These are the men that you need to celebrate. Celebrate them and give them the strength. Celebrate them and give them a gemma so that they can be able to get more logistics to defend your land. If the babies and women and children of Zamfara, Plateau, Benue had men and women like this, they will not be running away from their lands to Cameroon to seek refuge. They will not go and become refugees in Cameroon. So that is why after the 2nd December, what you are supposed to do is to continue to fight Nigeria with everything in your blood. Fighting them diplomatically, politically, socially, internationally, mentally, and otherwise. Fighting them from the homeland, military-wise. Fighting them physically. Fighting them with everything. That is why, while they are packing dead bodies of babies, women, and children in the far north, you are not packing dead bodies. Your 300 babies are not kidnapped in their kindergarten. Your 300 babies are not kidnapped in their schools. Your nursery 1 and nursery 2 children are not kidnapped in their schools. Why? Because there is Biafra Defense Forces. These are the men you have to celebrate tomorrow. Know their worth and remember that these are the men that have given you the reason to say there is Biafra. Okay? These are the men you need to celebrate. Don't celebrate us in exile. Don't celebrate even what we have done so far in exile. Celebrate the men and women that has made Biafra land to be safe. And also, continue to ask all these many people, ask them, what have you achieved so far? What have you brought to the table? Ask them. Like these ones here that we're backing. Ask them, what have you brought to the table since after the 2nd December? What have you people achieved? While, okay, in Canada, you are achieving so much in Washington, D.C. The BDF that you all are all fighting against are doing so much. I salute all of you. And please, the war has just started. You have to go and prepare yourself to fight the war because you made a formal declaration on the 2nd of December. On the 2nd of December, you made a formal declaration that you are ready for war, to fight it diplomatically, politically, socially, internationally, mentally, physically, spiritually, military-wise, locally, and otherwise in the homeland. It is time to fight the fight. You have not fought the fight yet. It's not time for celebration. But celebrate the men and women that are fighting the fight. Yes, celebrate them. But continue to give them what is needed, because you have not restored Biafra yet. You have not gotten your independence yet. You are still asking America to give you recognition. You're still fighting to get your lands back. You have not taken control of your lands yet. Nigerian terrorist resistance still roams in Biafra land. The governors and the senators of one Nigeria are still in Biafra land. The police and the army and the Air Force and the Navy and the Bubagu and all the terrorists of Nigeria, they are still in Biafra land. Until when you have finished this long war of removing them, you now know that you are in full control of your land and you have taken everything back. So for now, it's time for the war to begin diplomatically, politically, internationally, locally, military-wise, physically, mentally, socially, spiritually, and otherwise. I wish you all happy anniversary of the declaration of the restoration of the independence of Biafra. Tomorrow marks 1 year anniversary since 2nd December of 2024 that you all put your signature. 517 delegates voted to unanimously adopt the self-referendum result from Biafran people of over 50 million. Yes. So tomorrow marks 1 year anniversary since you did that declaration, that formal declaration. After doing the formal declaration, you have to go to the war. Let us go to the war and fight the war. Thank you all, and may Chukwu Okike Abiama give us all the strength to fight the war of Biafra that we have declared. Yes, we will fight to finish, because our supreme leader is still fighting. He has not backed down yet. If he had backed down, he wouldn't have allowed himself to be sent to prison. But because he is not backing down, he is still standing his ground. That is why he said, Biafra or nothing. If you like, send me to prison. If you like, say you want to kill me. It doesn't change anything. It is Biafra that is our mandate. I salute all of you and see you all tomorrow. Happy 1 year anniversary of Biafra Declaration of Independence, restoration. Ndewo, Ndewo. And celebrate your men and women that are making it happen, the BDF. Ndewo to all of you.